Hi folks, my name is Justin. Unfortunately, Vash can't make it here today. He is taking a tango lesson. So today we have...
Jamie.
Beautiful, let's get this started. So today we're going to talk about Patriots Day, starring Mark Wahlberg, directed by Peter Berg, because of course it's starring Mark Wahlberg if it's directed by Peter Berg. Does he know there are other actors in the world?
No.
If he makes another one or two, we could just open up a section in on Netflix. The movie takes place on Patriots Day in Boston, only a few years ago.
2013.
And it deals with the Boston Marathon bombing and the events around that in the days before and after. I gotta be honest, before the event, I did not know Patriots Day was a thing.
Yeah.
I thought the Boston Marathon was just like a marathon. There's not Patriots Day in New York for the New York Marathon.
I will say, I always watch the start of the marathon because I think it's so exciting.
Yeah.
I watch the end of the marathon.
Who's in? The first one?
Yeah. Although I will say, I always tune in for the end of the Special Olympics segment of the marathon, like the people who have disabilities and run the marathon, because that to me is the most inspiring thing. Watching it is exciting, but I could also never sit still for 5 hours to watch people run.
No.
So it was always like, good for you, drinking and watching the Red Sox, and like, good for you, you finished. That was me.
I'm not gonna lie, if that holiday was available, I think every city would take advantage of it at least once a year.
Well, you have to consider, you put a major athletic event running alongside of another major athletic event in a city that is entirely contained of drunks. So when you put those two things together, it really just calls for a day off.
Did you enjoy the movie?
I loved it. Peter Berg does rescue very well. He stretches out that anticipation and that drama very well.
Yes.
I struggled through a lot of this movie, I'm not gonna lie. I watched some parts of it and was really just touched by the really respectful job that they did at covering this.
I was really concerned going in, thinking that they were not going to be able to do this. That being said, I really liked it. I think this movie really encapsulates the feeling of what happened at the time when a city was attacked and the city came together to help solve a problem.
It's a beautiful retelling of a major event, and I think that it does such a good job capturing the energy of an entire city and the people of that city.
Do you think at this point Mark Wahlberg has to do an American accent or a Boston accent? If no one's watching, he's just speaking. I wonder what he sounds like.
It's probably a combination of both, and especially once you're engulfed in it for a while, it
I'm
just
sure
kind of
he falls
floods
back into Boston.
Yeah, I just had a conversation with my mom on the 3 walks from the train to here, and it was a scene out of the town. The other thing that I loved that they kept in this was the absolute spirit of Boston, that everything can be, all hell can be breaking loose, and you still have funny moments. Like, there were some moments that I was cackling in the theater, but also through tears, so it was a really sad experience.
I think Boston is one of the epitome cities of screw you, screw you, screw you. Oh, wait a minute, you guys are talking about us as a group?
Oh no, screw you, go off,
Yeah.
Well, it's also an entire city where at the drop of a hat, you can be a completely loving family and be down each other's throats, and sometimes mutually exclusively. Like, sometimes you can be like, F off, but are you coming over for dinner tomorrow? Like, that's normal conversations I've had. F you, F this, F that. Are we going to the 99s?
To the what?
Oh, 99's best chain restaurant ever, but it only exists in New England. It's like Chili's, but all Americanized food.
Did you say Chili's but Americanized food?
Yeah, I don't know what
Chili's
I meant by that.
isn't Americanized to you?
No. Well, the 99's they wouldn't be caught dead with a quesadilla on their menu. You get a literal barrel of pub cheese and a bunch of wheat thins, and at your table when you sit down, and popcorn if you're dreaming real big. Oh, I really wish I was at the 99's. God, I miss it. I cried when I came to college and found out they didn't have a 99's here. And if it's Tuesday through Saturday and it's after 4 and before 9 p.m., you get prime rib for $15. So off the rest of the country that doesn't have the 99's. That's all I have to say.
So should we review the movie?
For sure.
I'd give this a 4. I gave Deepwater Horizon a 3, and I think Lone Survivor a 3 or a 4. Mm-hmm. I think I like this the most of those movies.
I am going to give it a 4, leaning towards 5. I'm going to give it a 4.6. I don't think it is the best reenactment of, a true event that's ever happened on film. But I would absolutely go see it. I'm going to recommend it to see it The performances are amazing, and it does such a great job of telling the story.
Yeah. Thank you, Jamie, for coming on here today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. We thought we'd have an actual Bostonian for the Boston movie. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show. Feel free to subscribe to the page. Click on the link. The last week and the last time Jamie was on.
99 restaurants has 99 reasons you'll always come back for more. I know, it really blows my mind that it hasn't really left New England because it's just so good. We're still talking about the 99s.